What's going on, guys? My name's Ursa Gamer, and today we are doing part 2 of Fallout 4. In the last video you saw me go down into Vault 111 and enter the well, in this episode we're just entering the cryogenic pods. In the last episode I was waiting outside them. Now, we don't actually know they're cryogenic pods. We are told that they are decontamination chambers, but because I've played this game that many times, I already know that it is a cryogenic pod. Now, I'm just going to let you watch this cutscene just as we wake up, guys, just because it is really interesting and we need to know this for the rest of the game.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
I got him. I'm not giving you Sean.
Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have a backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
So, that, guys, was the cutscene I was telling you about. After this, we end up coming out of Vault 111 and seeing the world after the war, which you saw pre-war in part 1. Now, we don't actually know how long it's been as a person in the game, but personally I know how long it's been, and I'm actually not going to tell you, just because you'll be able to find that out later in the video and in the series. Maybe not the video, because the video's not going to be that long, but you will find out later in the series. And for now, we're going to exit the vault and go and talk to our wife.
Come on! There has to be a release! Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God! I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back. I promise.
So, I know it's quite sad that your wife dies in this, guys, and what we're going to be doing is, well, we can't actually go in here and see what's happened to these people, but they've actually died of asphyxiation. And if you don't know what that is, it basically means they have died by suffocation. The reason why they've suffocated is because the cryogenic stasis has failed, and therefore creating the people dying, which I know it is quite sad to see, but it happened. So we're going to be going through the doors here now, guys, taking out all the rat roaches that we see, and trying to escape Vault 111.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
So if we go onto this computer here, guys, you'll actually find the Red Menace holotape. If you take that, it is one of the games you can play. I'm not sure how many there are in this, but there is quite a few. So I might go and try and look for all that. Also, recommended checking around for little items that are around on tables and that, because they can be really useful further on in the game. So another thing I would like to say, guys, is if you find anything with adhesive in it, it's a type of glue adhesive, so if you find anything with that in it, whether it be economy wonder glue, or any sort of thing along the lines of some kind of glue, take it. Always take it, because that is one of the main ingredients for everything you need in building weapon parts and all sorts of other things that you will need. And now, if you don't already know, guys, this is the Cryolator case, and it's a master unlock, which means it is very, very hard. And this is a gun, obviously, that you can take and freeze people with. If you read the doctor's memo, which is on the computer, it says about how he's been working on this for quite a while and would like and is trying to build a portable freeze ray, sort of cryogenic stasis sort of thing. Now it hasn't worked because he obviously died before it could, which is quite sad, because if he'd have finished it
Terminal somewhere.
and it wasn't a prototype, that would have probably been one of the best guns in the game. Now I'm not saying it isn't one of the best guns in the game, guys, because the best guns in the game I would say are probably the Fat Man, Cryolator and the Gorsus rifle. I will try and get all three of these obviously for you, but if I can't, then I'll probably have to try and get some mods in off camera to get these, or some other type of thing. But for now I'm going to try and use VATS to kill all of these. I shouldn't technically miss, considering my perception is so high, because of the mods I have from the start of the game. There we go, I didn't miss, just like I said. So you and you are going to probably be the last two. There might be one more, or maybe two more, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's one more. So now we are going to exit here and go this way into the start. Shoot you, obviously, and then there's going to be another one who comes out of the floor there, which is rather strange because he sort of looks like he came from nowhere. But we're going to grab this Pip-Boy off of the doctor's arm, open the Vault 111 door that seals all the radiation out if anything comes down, and leave and go back to the surface. So, what I'm going to be doing, guys, is first of all I'm just going to take the stim packs off because it is really annoying every time you have a stim pack on. There's an old glitch as well, you can actually favourite the stim pack on to another item, like if I put the stim pack on and then I'm sure you can favouritize the weapon onto it. It's rather strange, like you used to be able to favouritize it over if you don't actually take the stim pack off already, or like you see there, using the stim pack actually shoots the weapon. Like it was weird, a bit weird there, but for some reason it works. Now my HP is 1 out of 130 because I don't have any health mods, but thing mods I do have are like the unlimited carry weight and a lot of others, which I will show you when we get back to Sanctuary. But for now, guys, we're going to open this door, leave Vault 111 and show you what the world looks like after a nuclear war.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
So I'm actually not going to stand back because apparently you have to like stand over here away from the sign because of this, but I always stand on here and wait for this, just walk forward with this thing. It's a quicker way and you don't really have to move, which is quite strange because normally in games that are well developed they have like little flaws, like you won't move but this will, and you'll end up going backwards. But in this game I say it's well designed, especially for all of the sequences you have to do in this game and the time you had to do this as well. So I would say that it is a fairly well designed game. So I've never actually looked at this notice on the floor, and it just says like a Vault-Tec thing. I don't think it's anything useful, but that's what that is. And now this gate's going to open, and as I said, we're going to go straight up to the surface. Not going to bother about doing anything with our character or customizing it, and we're going to show you the surface and then show you the differences, show you where everything is and what we're going to be doing in some
Enjoy
other
your
episodes.
return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault-Tec.
So, one of the mods you can actually see from here already, you can see that Sanctuary Hills is completely empty, and if you look at everywhere else it's full of like trees and things like that, especially this back part of the wasteland here. It's full of things that you would normally see, and things that you probably should normally see. But out there, I can actually go out there just a little while, just a little bit, but if you look at it all, it looks all like really bad and everything's really irradiated, and the same follows throughout the Commonwealth apart from Sanctuary Hills because of that mod I was telling you about. Now there is a lot of mods in this game, I have quite a few of them, and most of them are quite game breaking. Some of them just add a little texture or add something else to the game, making the game that little bit more enjoyable. Now I do believe that taking all of the trees and the fences and all sorts of other things out of this Sanctuary Hills itself sort of takes away more than it gives back to Sanctuary Hills, just because it doesn't look old anymore. It sort of looks like someone's been here and changed it, whereas you think of it, no one's actually been here for the last like 200 years, and personally looking at the old tiles and things like that, it doesn't fit in to what it should. Now one of them, the completed task is go home, and then you can talk to Codsworth, but at the moment I really can't be bothered talking to him. I'm going to go and check out the house. Now there is normally a thing in Sean's room where it says your special on the floor. You can pick that up and do one of improve your attributes like it says, but I don't actually have any attributes I can improve because I have the mod which you saw before. Now I'm probably going to take all of these sorts of things like the dirty water, the Gwynedd lager, definitely the Nuka Colas, Nuka Cherries, purified waters, and the things like that, because they're going to be really useful for in later times of the game. And I'm also going to go over here and check out the suitcases. I think it's the second one, it's the third one down, which has a lot of money in it. So now if we go into our balance, it says there 16,966 caps, which is quite a lot, but what I'll be doing is probably off camera doing a lot of glitching and things like that so I can get a lot of caps. Now there is quite a few enemies around this town, and I will actually go with Codsworth on that to go and see him do these sorts of things, like go through it, and obviously me and Codsworth's going to clear it out. And I didn't actually know there was a Vault 75, which is quite strange because I never actually knew. As I said, I never knew there was one, but I know there was an Vault 81 and a 90. I knew there was a 95, 111, and a 114 because I have seen these ones. That one's in Park Street Station where you find Valentine. What's his name? Nick Valentine. Vault 111's the one you come from. Vault 95, I can't remember. Vault 81, I think, is where you give them free fusion cores and they let you in. And 75, again, I don't know about 75 and never heard of it, so therefore it's probably something to do with maybe one of the older games or me just not looking around properly. So what we're going to be doing now, guys, is, as I said, we're going to be going checking all of the houses, and I'm quite surprised because they actually removed the melons from here, which I'm not actually quite happy about because I used to use them for the harvest, but because it says fresh things here, I think that might be able to plant them still as well. I'm not too sure about that one. Now I know there is actually a Radroach in this house. I think it's just behind that chair there. I will check now. Nope, he must have gone somewhere else in one of these rooms. I do know there is a Radroach in here though. There always is. So we're gonna go and talk to Codsworth now, guys. There you are, you little bummer. Where have you been? Bastard. Die, you little shit. How did I miss all of them? That's just terrible. That's just a terrible aim, is what that is. It'll take radiation damage, reducing your max health. Visit a doctor or use right away to restore lost health to rats. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and talk to Codsworth, like I said, and check the neighbourhood.
Oh, it's really you!
Codsworth? You're still here. So other people could still be alive too.
But of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International? But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the wife see you in that state. Where is the missus, by the way?
Well, she's dead.
She's in a better place.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
No, he's being kidnapped,
Sean's
which is
been kidnapped.
quite sad.
And I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years.
What? Are you?
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
I'm fine, thanks, mate.
Codsworth, you're acting a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing. And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Thanks, Codsworth.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
Yeah, I don't think they're here, and that's fact I know they're not here, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right. Lead the way.
Round 2 serves, sir.
So, I'm gonna explain some of the mods that I have. Some of the mods are like Free Crafter. If you don't already know what Free Crafter is, guys, basically what it is means basically the game I can free craft everything in this game. I can therefore get parts for the pistol and other things like that for completely free. Therefore it means it doesn't take up any like sort of points really. I don't have to use the ingredients to do it, and therefore getting everything basically for free, hence the reason why it's called Free Crafter. Now there's actually another bloat fly in there, so if we can just... Nope, I got that one that time though. Pop him off there. There's 2 more in here, and I don't think you know. You don't see me, neither do you. Yes, you do. There we go. So I'm not going to take these. Yes?
Codsworth.
Mr. Jacob, the missus and young Sean,
They aren't here.
they aren't here.
Yeah, it's alright.
Thanks for trying, Codsworth.
You can't give up, sir. What about the city? Concord is nearby, and, well, the people there have only shot at me a few times.
Yeah. Concord you have to go to in it,
Thanks
so I
for
just
your
say
help,
thanks,
Codsworth.
Codsworth.
Good luck, sir. You'll find young Sean. I know you will. I shall remain here and secure the home front.
Yes. Right, so now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go straight over here and upgrade my weapon. Actually, no, I'm not. The first thing I'm going to do is upgrade my vault suit. I'm going to put it as that. exceptional radiation and energy resistance. Perfect. Is there anything in there? Flip lighter and scissors. No thanks. So let's do the standard receiver as a all advanced receiver. Short barrel as. Well, it changed it. I'll leave it as that one. I don't know why it changes actually higher than it does without it, but I'm gonna just trust it and put it on anyway. I'm just gonna put glow sights on it. Muzzle compensator, improved per shot recoil, and reduced range. Though that's the one thing. But it doesn't, because with no muzzle. Yes, it does. Muzzle brake reduces range, and very poor range. So if I just leave it like that, the range is fine, but the accuracy goes down still to 68, 71 and 70. So really, if I was going to put anything on it, it would be that, but I'm actually just going to leave that at the moment. So that's going to stay like that, as I just said. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go over to Concord and try and kill the people over there. Actually, no, we won't. What we'll do is we'll go over to the Red Rocket, and we'll stay there, because we have to go to the Red Rocket anyway. First, you have to go over to Red Rocket first before you can go to the thing, because one of the missions is greet the dog. And I'm just going to take these, and I'm going to take the Drifter outfit, but I don't think I'm going to use it because I stay in my Vault suit, because I really don't need to, unless I need to use the hazmat suits and get through the radiation. Then I might just use my power armor, which I do have, which I will upgrade later. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to greet the dog whose name is Dogmeat.
Hey boy, what are you doing out here all by yourself?
There we go. Let's go.
With me, pal?
There we go.
Okay then.
Now,
let's stick together.
so anyway, guys, this has been the second episode, not the first episode. No, I said first episode. Then this has been the second episode of Fallout 4 playthrough. I did hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and if you are new, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.